Hey guys, this is Matt Boytner, Director of the Granbury Theater Academy.
And I'm Whitney Sharon, our JTF Coordinator.
And we'd like to welcome you to the JTF informational video.
Junior Theater Festival is a 3-day festival where thousands of kids ages 8 to 18 come together for a weekend of theater, performing and watching other schools' performances from all over the world. Other festival activities include workshops, panels, and performances by Broadway professionals.
Everybody wanting to attend JTF Atlanta or West, including chaperones, must be signed up by 10 a.m. on the audition day. Go ahead and register as soon as possible. As soon as you think you might want to go to JTF, go ahead and sign up. We have passive fundraisers year-round that you will receive money for just by being registered. We will have more information on that in the fundraising section of this video.
Granbury Theater Academy takes 2 separate trips to Junior Theater Festival. Our teenagers aged 13 to 18 go to JTF Atlanta in Atlanta, Georgia in January, and then our 8 to 12-year-olds go to Sacramento, California in February. Your age is based on how old you are on audition day.
Tuition for JTF for everybody that goes on the trip, including chaperones, is $900 per person. This will cover festival registration and fees, all meals, airfare, van rental, and the hotel. There will be a $100 deposit due upon registration. After that, a quarter of your tuition is due on the first of every month, October through January. So you will need to have paid a total of $225 by the 1st of October, $450 by the 1st of November, $675 by the 1st of December, and then we've reached our total of $900 by the 1st of January.
Auditions for JTF are held 4 months before the trip actually happens to give us enough time to reserve airfare and hotels and all of the trip specificities. So auditions are quite a ways before rehearsals start. Our JTF Atlanta students will audition in September, and our JTF West students will audition in October, but the process for both works the same. So on audition day, students are only needed for their 5-minute time slot. We will send out the link to sign up for your specific slot once the dates get closer, but the student will only be needed on audition day for their 5 minutes, where they will come in and sing a song from a musical theater show, and then we will get them measured and stuff for their costume pieces that we use for JTF. And then on callback day, they are needed for the whole 2 hours. And at callbacks, that is where we will do a dance portion, and then they will do some sings and readings from the JTF cut that we have made. And so they will be needed for the whole 2 hours on that day. Auditions and callbacks are also where all of the student positions are chosen. For example, the student director, student choreographer, and iTheatrics DVDs that we use for Atlanta, all of those are also decided at auditions and callbacks. For JTF Atlanta specifically, we have a few student positions available. These positions are decided at auditions and callbacks, as well as a separate interview process that we do before auditions happen, and we send out the information for that closer to auditions. So first we have student director. They will have the opportunity to work very closely with the director and potentially block a scene on their own in our JTF cut. Student choreographers get the opportunity to work alongside our choreographer for JTF, and they get the opportunity to either choreograph a portion of our students or even all of our students in a portion of a song from our JTF cut. The choreography DVDs are DVDs that MTI provides to any school or academy that is doing a junior show. They send out a DVD that has some examples of some of the choreo or special tricks in it, just as recommendations or suggestions for different schools to use. They audition to be in these DVDs at JTF. We are able to send a certain number of students that is different every year to participate in these, If a student is chosen as one of our students to audition and then is chosen by iTheatrics to move forward and get to record the DVDs, you get to go for 1 week to New York City to record these. However, it is entirely funded personally. The Academy has no affiliation with it, and so the family of whatever student is chosen would need to find ways to fund their student going to New York for 7 days. And once again, so those auditions happen at JTF.
Fundraising opportunities. Some fundraising will need to be worked in order for you to receive those funds, but there are others that we offer that are passive and require nothing from you other than just being signed up. Those will be spread out for everyone attending, including chaperones. There will also be a way for you to opt out of individual or all fundraising activities if you choose to, in order for other families to receive those funds if you don't feel that you need it. Fundraising will only be available to those who have signed up prior to each activity. So for example, if we have a fundraising activity on the 4th of July and you are not signed up until July 10th, you will not receive any of the fundraising from the July 4th fundraising opportunity. There will be a link sent to those registered with more information.
We have a limited number of rehearsals to put these shows together. Because ensemble and teamwork are a major key focus of JTF, if a student misses more than 2 of these scheduled rehearsals, they will unfortunately not be able to perform with us at JTF. They will still be able to attend the festival, they will just not be able to perform. This type of performance is different than most of our other activities, and therefore we do have to have a more strict attendance policy. And then if a student does have to miss any rehearsals, they do need to get with the production team to go over what they missed so that we are not having to catch them up and waste time at future rehearsals. So rehearsals for JTF Atlanta happen in December and January, and then rehearsals for JTF West take place during January and February. For both trips, Atlanta and West, the final 4 rehearsals are mandatory for all students with no exceptions. And then on the final day before we leave for each trip, we have what is called a send-off. So students are called 30 minutes before when the performance starts so that we can get one final run-through in before performing it. And then the performance starts. It lasts 15 minutes. We let everybody mingle with their friends and family that came to the send-off. And then we have a mandatory meeting for everybody who is attending the trip following the performance. And that's where we give any last minute notes about the flight or hotels, all of the information so that everybody is on the same page. And again, that is mandatory for everyone attending the festival, students and chaperones included.
Just to reiterate on the attendance policy, if a student misses more than 2 of the scheduled rehearsals, they will not be able to perform. This is a different type of academy performance than anything else that we do. For the entirety of the 15-minute performance, every single student is visible, and the ensemble is very, very, very critical to this performance. So that is why we have this policy. Pretty much every year we have gone, we have had students come and not perform. It's not the end of the world, it's not the end of the trip, it is a 15-minute portion of the trip. But because everybody is always so visible, that is why we have that particularly strict attendance policy. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching our JTF informational video. If you have any other questions about JTF, feel free to reach out to me at matt@granburytheatercompany.org.